Hey, what's up, guys? How are you, boys and girls? It's me, your boy, Hebot, your action figure enthusiast and video game aficionado, coming back at you again with another exciting episode of Toys in My Closet. And today I'm going to give you an outlook and review of the brand new Masters of the Universe Origins Wind Raider. And this one is specifically made for the Origins line. But like Mattel has been doing with other Origins vehicles and beasts as thus far, they're kind of scaling them a little bit bigger to kind of form fit and give the consumer, us, the ability to use this or these vehicles not only with Origins but even with Masters of the Universe classics and perhaps even Revelations. So hopefully during this review we'll be able to do those comparisons and we'll be able to see if indeed we can. And as you can see, this is keeping in the tradition of the old school style Wind Raider. Obviously, that Wind Raider artwork will never be able to be replicated ever again, because that was, a astonishing piece of artwork by, I believe, was Rudy Abreu. Although this one here is not too shabby, because if we bring this closer, you guys can see there. If we bring this closer to the camera, we can see that the artwork right there is absolutely stunning. It is in a window box opening so that you can see the Wind Raider and display it if you choose to keep it mint unboxed. It does say 21 and up or actually 24, 21, like the year 2021. It gives you wings and tail movement, has grappling hooks, explaining the features that it does. Now, over here, there's some really nice artwork that they did. And in that artwork, I want you guys to see, because if you look at it closely, let's see if I can get it in the frame. If you look at it closely, the artwork, those are actual brand new evil style Wind Raiders. They look purple and red with the ram horn of Skeletor's staff, if you notice, right in the front, and then the wings look like bats. So it would be very interesting to see if Mattel indeed actually incorporates that into a new vehicle, which will feel very He-Man, right, and very Masters, but at the same time have a new touch and modern twist on it, right? Which is absolutely, A-okay, it's cool. You see there that they have a display here in the corner of what the Wind Raider looks like, with a stand, because it comes with a stand. And it says there for retro play, for modern playing. And then unassembled, on the side, they have a really nice piece of artwork that's continuous from what you saw there. And you see there, they have this new character, Zodak, the goddess, and this other new character, which looks pretty cool. Almost looks like a leech, but also very different. Then when you turn it around the other way, there's another nice piece of artwork with another vehicle, which I think was part of the prototypes and sketchworks that they did from back in the day to ideas of toys, which if they actually did it, it looks like it would be very cool. It has the same motif and color scheme, very much so, of the Battle Ram, but very different. And you see Beastman, all red Beastman, Matarons and Merman. And then we turn it around, and like always, we have the beautiful classic style artwork, which this one's very reminiscent to the one in the back of the original. Very reminiscent. And this looks absolutely gorgeous in the color paint. and design. And there's another picture there of what would be the newer evil Wind Raider, like kind of like what they did with the War Sled. I don't know what it's going to be called, but you know, let's just hope and see if they'll make it so they can use this mold again. You know, with some alterations, of course. Then you see promotional shots of Castle Grayskull, which is also available. Battle Armor He-Man, Battle Armor Skeletor, Buzzsaw Zordak, Hordak, which is support, and then they show you how you can do the action features and even mount it on top of Castle Grayskull, which I would love to get, but I have no space for it. So I don't know if I'll be able to get it, just leave it in box or what have you, but I don't know, because it's only $72 in comparison to the $300 and the $250 respectively that everyone paid for the other Castle Grayskull in Classics. Granted, it's nowhere near on the same level, but it's still nice enough. So guys, sit back, relax, enjoy a digital drink, and stick with me for the ride. Let's see what this wonderful new piece of vehicle Masters of the Universe greatness has to offer, and see if it's as good as it looks outside of the packaging, right? When it's out of the box. I'll see you guys in a blink of an eye. And here we have the Wind Raider out of box size, and it is pretty substantially big. I'm quite surprised how big it is. I put it on the spinner so that you guys can kind of see it offset and a little bit high rise, and you can see the other stuff that it came with. So it comes obviously with the back flap, right? And this is very reminiscent of the original, very nicely sculpted. Obviously the two wings on the side, very nicely detailed with all of the details and cybernetic, you know, circuitries in it. Very nice piece, you know, plastic feel with the nice orangey look that they have. It comes with the sticker sheet that obviously it tells you, you know, what it brings and parts and how to assemble. Looks like the old school ones big time, and even shows you how to attach it onto Castle Grayskull. But the paper quality even looks like the one from the old school toys. It's got kind of like an ivory beige or white look to it, so that's a nice nod and touch that they did there. So it comes with those. Then obviously we have this package here that pretty much brings, let's see if we can pull it out, brings the base of the stand and the actual stand itself, which is like a greenish color, I guess. Yeah, I guess you pop this here like so. Nice pop, and that's one of the pieces of the stand. Then this side is the other stand, which is the base, which is supposed to look like a piece of Castle Grayskull and some circuitry. And it's really nicely done because they added a lot of nice detail. Like, for example, in the very tip here, you see that it has the crest on that goes on the drawbridge of Castle Grayskull, which is the door and the mouth of Castle Grayskull. On the actual panel, the silver and the base, and you see that it's sculpted, and then it has this really nice control panel thing on it. And you know, I have to say off the back, the negative that this is going to have, okay, just by looking at it, is that everything is a sticker. So once this starts to get dusty and you have to try to clean it, it's going to be almost impossible because the stickers are going to get ruined. It's going to be very hard to clean. So now let's take a closer look at the Wind Raider itself without any assembling pieces. You bring it closer and you see it has the classic iconic sticker there, painted really nicely with these orangey yellow panel lines. In the classic, this actually opens. You have the circuitry there, the actual red piece that, lining that goes on top of the the horn or the face of the creature. I forget what it is, a dragon, whatever it is, with the horns coming on the side, which the classics did not have that on it as far as them painting it and sculpting it on. It has the bird on the side, the two buttons here that obviously you pop it and this comes out. This is now flushed in, which is a really nice touch, the anchor in the front. And then you see the panel on the top, back, which was sculpted on the classic one. Then the panel when you're driving on the side, and then it has some really nice details on the actual chair, on the seat. Mine's has some smudged dirt paint. And the interior, even the floor, has like these details that you can see there. And then it has these handles made of a nice plastic. And then the bottom is basically the wheels and has some nice detail too. And it has the hole to indicate that, where you can put it on, where you can stick the actual stand that it comes with. And like I said, it's got a nice size to it. So let's put on the accessories, like the wings for the wingspan. So if we go here, pop this in like so. There goes one. They're nice and tight. That's really good. Because the one for classics was tight, and they moved, but since they were like in a ricochet, like in a rattling type of thing, that they would start to like go down and not have the strength to stay up. So we'll put this here and here. We'll slide this on, and there you have it. It's actually quite big. It's really nice. This is really nice. So if you didn't have, a Wind Raider for classics, you can pretty much use this one more than likely for. So this goes in here. We're going to put this in here, like so. And then we can put the Wind Raider and put the nub on here and stick it underneath. And it stays right on there. So we'll move this out of the way, like so. And put it there, and it looks really, really cool. The assembly is pretty easy, pretty self-explanatory, and you can put it in really dynamic, type of poses, so you can see, how cool it looks, like flying down, perhaps, maybe, and things like that. So, it looks really good. It really does. And for the price point that this costs, which is $30, this is actually a great vehicle and steal, like as far as price goes. So let's do a little bit of comparison and put some figures in it and see how it looks. So here we have it. The orange is He-Man, and this is what he looks like in the Wind Raider. And he looks kind of small, but also fits very well. As you can see, he kind of wiggles in there, but I didn't put his hands to hold the thing either. So there's a lot of room in there, but it looks really nice and flushed when you have him sitting down, like so. See? It looks really nice and flushed, which, is a good thing. It's a really nice, good thing, you see? So I definitely think classics will fit on this. So let's just take a quick look. Pull this Origins He-Man out of the way. Stand them here real quick, for a few. And let's bring a Classics He-Man, which in this case right now I have the Classics Battle Armor He-Man, because he's the only one I had around right now for the moment. Let's pull him out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just remove this staff, and I'm going to put him in and see, or put him in a seating position and see how he fits. The moment of truth, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how he fits. Hopefully he will. Oh, there's like plenty of space in there too. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. You can actually definitely use this for classics. Look at how, wow, and it works too, like, wow. Yeah, you can definitely use it. This is how he sits on it, you see? Wow. He sits on it very, very well. You see the distance from corner to corner? It works. It definitely works. So, let's try. See? And still has room in there. Now let's try one more. One more that's going to be very pivotal, important as well. Because it's the newest one, right? And being that it's the newest one, it's usually nice to know if you can use some, cool things with the newer stuff as well. And the newer stuff is just a slightly bigger. So here we have none other than the Masters of the Universe Revelations He-Man. You see? And so you guys can see the size. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put them side by side just so you can see that. And you'll notice that he is taller than these two guys here, than Origins, and obviously than Classics. So let's see how he fits. Okay, so let's pull the camera up somewhat, like so. Again, now let's move Classics He-Man over. Like so. Let's move Origins He-Man over, like so. Let's take Mr. He-Man from Revelations. He's the new kid in the block. As far as the figures go, let's remove the sword just for a minute. And let's put him in here and see how he looks. So we're gonna slide it in. Oh my God, without hesitation. That's how much room there's in there. It just works. It works. It works. And there it is. There it is. He-Man from Revelations actually works. And again, looks like it's within scale, especially when you look at it here and the side profile. You see that it definitely looks like it's within scale. Absolutely looks like within scale. It doesn't look like it's out of the ordinary, like it won't fit. It's different, and it rolls really nice too. The actual wind reader. So this is really nice, and it works. I'm glad that people will be able to pick this up, right? And when they pick it up, they'll be able to actually use it if they weren't able to get the Classics Wind Raider, and use it for their Classics collection or even their Revelations, since it just started and doesn't really have any vehicles announced yet, obviously, and that are available, obviously. You see, So there is the Wind Raider. Let's kind of pull back the camera a little bit. There you go. Then we put the He-Man side by side to it, just so they can see when he's standing next to it. So again, this is what. Oh boy. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. It's always got to be something. Okay, give me a second. Oh, sorry about that. This is what Revelations He-Man looks like standing next to it. Then this is what Classics Battle Armor He-Man looks like standing next to it. Which I think that's probably the perfect scale. And then obviously here is what Origins He-Man looks like. So for scalability, as far as feeling grandiose and big, obviously with Origins it's going to look perfect because it's a lot bigger. So I mean, that's pretty awesome that they managed to do that and pull that off. So now let's take a look at this Wind Raider next to some other vehicles and then compare it to existing Wind Raiders, right? So stay tuned. Now this may not be a big and good comparison because this Battle Cat from Revelations is humongous. He's huge. But this is what he looks like next to the Battle Cat from Revelations. This is what the Wind Raider looks like next to it in scale. Next we have it here next to the Mcfarland Toys DC Dark Metal Batman bike, which is a very beautiful bike also for $20. But you see the scalability on both, and that's for 7-inch line as well. So you can see how big it is as far as the size. Next to something like this that was meant and designed for a 7-inch figure line. And this is what it looks like next to the Origins Battle Cat with Origins He-Man. So you can see, again, that it's a nice size, but it's still a very nice, substantial size, even though it's for Origins as well, next to Battle Cat. So now let's get into the meat and potatoes of what people really want, to see what it scales like next to other Wind Raiders. So here we are. Here is the Origins Wind Raider next to the Mega Construx Wind Raider, which is from the Lego style Masters of the Universe, as you see there. And then next to the Mattel Premium Line Hot Wheels Wind Raider, which also looks really beautiful with that metallic. Imagine they made that with that metallic on that. That would have been fun. Beautiful. Of the Hot Wheels, but you can see the scalability and how big it is next to it. And then we have, obviously, last but certainly not least, the granddaddy of them all, which is, and here it is, the Classics Wind Raider next to the Origins Wind Raider. And damn, it's still big. The Classics Wind Raider, I didn't realize how big this thing is. Holy cow. But it holds up very well. But if you want to put them, let's say, forward to forward, which I don't even think I can because of how big they are. Just to give you guys an idea. Wow, I'm trying here, ladies and gentlemen, try. Here it is. Look at the size. There you go. That's how big the Classics is. So that just shows you how big they were. It was done, and we were charged $50 for this Wind Raider in Classics, and this one was 30. So, you know, and this has everything sculpted on, panels that, you know, open up and everything like that, and you know, it just shows how much value we were getting in Classics versus, you know, what's out now. And people thought that, you know, Mattel and Matty Collectors were giving us the runaround. So hands down, this Wind Raider is superior in many ways, especially not just size, but because of, you know, the mechanism still works and stuff like that, but because of the fact that everything's sculpted, it has opening panel lines and stuff like that, the actual articulated wings that work together, you know, as cohesively, you know, so for more playability, so and display options. But for the price point and for, you know, authentic feel, the new Origins Wind Raider is a wonderful option, very wonderful option. You will not be disappointed, in my opinion, humble opinion. As you see, it doesn't have the orange detail on top of it. It's more realistic, but it's not, you know, painted, obviously. So yeah, guys, there it is. So now let me just, you know, close the video and review with my final thoughts on the new Wind Raider. So guys, there you have it. At the end of the day, this Wind Raider is a fantastic piece for a very reasonable price point. You can't go wrong, especially if you never had an opportunity to get any of the Wind Raiders from Classics. Even though you can still probably get it for a reasonable price even today, but it's a lot harder, excuse me, than it was not too long ago. So, you know, this is a very good option. If you really don't have one and would love to add one to your collection, plus the nostalgia factor, you know, I mean, it works. It has, you know, it has the features of playability where it shoots out, you know. I just did it there, but, you know, I have to, it shoots out. It has the feature still, right, where you shoot it out like so, and it just pops out still new. So I gotta get in the right angle, and then, you know, you can pull it out like so. It has the features of the original as we remember it. Wheeled it back in. Obviously done a lot better with a better execution, more modern, obviously, as well. It has the nice colors, like the original Wind Raider. The nice base. It just as a display piece alone, it will be very wonderful and fit nicely onto your collection. And I recommend it. I think you will not be disappointed, and it's definitely a must-have for any Masters of the Universe, you know, fan that enjoys the vehicle just as much as they enjoyed, you know, the figures, the line, because the vehicles were just as much as important and prominent and piece part of the collection as the figures were. It just really was. Masters of the Universe was a well-rounded toy line that everything was iconic and very important and just needed to be there, from the castle to the playsets to the vehicles, right? So yeah, I recommend it. I think you should go out and pick it up if you find it. It's starting to hit the Targets now and Walmarts and stuff like that. It's no longer exclusive just to one particular, you know, place. So, you know, I just hope you have luck finding it. So, guys, give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. Give me a thumbs down if you didn't like the video. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. about the new Wind Raider. And if you're really excited, if you like it, if you're planning on picking it up, if you're going to pass on it, or if I convinced you maybe perhaps to pick it up now that you saw my review. Like I said, it's a wonderful piece. For all you guys who continue to give me that support and love, thank you so much. Because without you guys, like I said, my channel would not be sustained. And for those of you that are new to my channel, thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the material. I hope you enjoyed what I do. And if you did and were nice enough to, subscribe, I'm very grateful, because I know you don't have to, but since you did, just remember I will consider you now part of my family. As always, you guys can hit me up on any of the social media platforms like Instagram under C_respect, and on Twitter, which I will give the information sometime soon. And even on something like Xbox Live or the Nintendo Switch Network under eBot 8, and on the PlayStation Network under Alpha Sky. You guys can DM me there if you want to, talk, or if you want me to do showcases, or you want to donate anything to help out the channel, the showcase. It will be an honor and a pleasure for me to do so. Just, hit me up on a DM and we'll work out the particulars. And if you guys ever want to help me out in any way, shape, or form with my channel to get more great content, better quality of lighting, videos, backgrounds, whatever the case may be, you know how to do so. It's all down in the description below, because I have a small channel and I really don't get paid from YouTube at all, like with super chats or anything like that. I don't have none of that. It all comes out of my pocket. I fund it myself, or my kids help me, like something like that, something like this. So, from the kindness of your heart, if you can, you have the means to, you know how to do it. With my PayPal, information, and my Patreon information that I created, like not too long ago. Guys, this is Hebot, and I'm going to sign off with another episode of Towards My Closet. Thank you for stopping by. Keep collecting. Be safe doing it. Love you guys very much. I'll see you guys in the next one. And happy hunting and good luck. Bye-bye, guys.